Alright, Mabuhay Squad. Now, I have something to show you that I just saw. This particular thing changed my life in the moment that I had seen it. It's a very big deal, very big thing. Mabuhay Squad, I'm about to show you something pretty amazing, and it's this. In the fridge. Look at this! OMG! Cheesecakes! Ate Ellsie, my helper, went to a cheesecake bazaar in a nearby mall and bought all these different kinds of cheesecake. Okay, I guess this is like, what is this? Looks like red velvet cheesecake. Oh, I guess this is Oreo. Apparently, oh, here is Oreo. Look, I've got all the healthy stuff at the back, untouched. Okay, look at this. This is Oreo. Someone's already bitten into it. I bet it's RJ. What is this? Apple? Oh, mango. Okay, this is mango. What is this? Blueberry cheesecake? Okay, well, I'm gonna eat the opened one because I want these to stay, you know, I don't want them to spoil. So I'm just gonna finish one at a time. OMG, cheesecake for days, literally. Gotta have it with walnuts. The guy and I share nuts. Walnuts and almonds. Gotta have your cheesecake with almonds, and should be with coffee. But thankfully, I don't have a video to edit tonight, so I can actually get some legit rest. I can get some legit sleep. Woo! So I'm not gonna drink coffee tonight. But oh my, look at this. Oh wow, Oreo. Let's try it. Oh, and look at how the bottom is crumbly. You guys see that? Crumbly bottom. Oh, it's thick, the bottom. See the bottom? It's like thick. Okay, let's eat it. Wow, that was so good. It took up 5 seconds for me to really appreciate that cheesecake and Oreo crumble flavor. Oh, this was so good. OMG, I have to have more. Oh, this is so yummy. Wow, OMG, Cheesecake Bazaar. Hazelberry is the brand. It looks like a home business. Wow. More. Wow. The nuts. It takes like 5 seconds or more for the cheesecake flavor and the Oreo to kind of like register in the taste bud. It's like an experience. Wow. I am a fan of this. I don't smoke, don't do any drugs, I hardly ever drink anymore, but everyone has a vice, right? Mine is cheesecake. It's my addiction, guys. Help me stop. But I can't. It's so good. She flew to my shoulder and she continues to coo at me. She's full, but I'm not sure what this cooing is about. I don't know if it's begging for scratches or just love and cuddles. Yeah, I think that's what that is. Or tea. I know she's not hungry because she just ate and she's so full. Is that what your cooing is about? You just want to cuddle? Cuddle, cuddle, cuddle. Yes, okay, go ahead. Yeah, you can preen my ear. Seriously, I was not anticipating that an African Grey would be this cuddly. I've always said, like, based on the literature and research I did before ever getting Legaia, I didn't think African Greys could be like this. Like, so in touch, like in contact. They love contact. Well, Legaia does anyway. And other African greys I've seen, like Smokey from Wings and Paws, they like being scratched. You know, it was always explained that these are not exactly cuddly birds, but this to me is cuddly. You're cuddly to me. Like, I thought you were just kind of like a stand up to the side bird and you would be okay with the odd scratch here and there. But no, as you guys have seen in the vlogs time and time again, she is a big cuddle bug. Several times a day she'll want to cuddle. I always expected this to be cockatoo behavior because I've held cockatoos before and I've interacted with them and they are exactly like this. But I find Legaia is very cuddly. Loves like contact. She puts her beak against my cheek and my neck. And sometimes I bring her up to my room and I nap and she just sleeps on one of the shelves and she comes back to me to cuddle when she sees I'm awake. Loving and affectionate bird that loves touch. But it makes me think about what happens if and when we have to travel. So November and December happens to be a very busy time for well, for most social media influencers, I guess is the category, and for just all around entertainers and hosts. And I do all of that, so it tends to be a very busy time for us. You know, Christmas parties, end of year stuff. So live events and like projects tend to be very busy, and a lot of these things that we get hired for are out of town. Like sometimes we have to fly. Now, a tourism board from a very big country, the tourism department have reached out to RJ and I to come visit their country for like 8 days. And it's a country we have been to before, but the places they wanted us to visit were cities we have not been to yet. And they wanted us to vlog and share their culture and you know, showcase the food and the different sites, which prior to Legaia we obviously would have said, yeah, sure, let's do it. But now that Legaia is here, the idea of leaving her for a stretch of 8 days, that kind of leaves me unsettled. It's unsettling, and it kind of breaks my heart. I can't imagine being 8 days away from Legaia. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, you guys, you Mabuhay squad, have kind of gotten used to seeing Legaia on a daily basis. So if we do go to foreign countries, someone here would have to vlog, Jaya, or we would have to teach my ate Ellsie to vlog Legaia, and like I would also want to see how Legaia is doing. Of course, we would be Skyping with Legaia, doing it's so weird to say Google Hangouts or Skype every single day. Yes. But I know that's not the same as like human contact. So traveling right now is not on my priority list at all. But then again, I've also got to weigh out our options. Like, we would be losing some income. Yes, especially in this high season of work for RJ and I. But yeah, right now, no plans on traveling too much. We do have an upcoming flight to Cebu, but it's just overnight, so technically, oh, by the way, Cebu is another island here in the Philippines, so we might be able to see her in the morning and then the next day in the evening or something like that. So that's not too crazy. Of course, I do have a helper. RJ's sisters, they could spend every waking minute with the parrot, so she won't be alone. That's not what I'm afraid of, but this bond is what I'm concerned about, right? She kind of doesn't let anybody else scratch her, for example. Shaking her tail. Oh, do you have to poo? And just giving her this everyday sort of like love and cuddles. I know my ate Ellsie, my helper, wants so badly to cuddle with Legaia like this, because she watches when we do it, and she's tried, but Legaia right now she's slowly warming up to ate Ellsie. She'll step up to ate Ellsie, but I don't think she will cuddle like this with her. Are you sleepy? See? Are you sleepy, guys? So that's the thing that was on my mind. And the reason why by the way, the reason why I was thinking about traveling is because this week we got contacted by someone from the US to possibly go there and perform. And then fly back. And that is not following through. But it was kind of like a reality check. Like, oh, I just realized like it's starting to become high season of performing and, you know, events. Don't worry, Legaia, I am not leaving you, promise. It's too soon, too soon. It's kind of what I signed up for, right? Being a parrot owner. It's like having a child. The child is your anchor. Before Legaia came around, I was childless. So travel was pretty much on the agenda all the time. Ooh. And I would take this over travel any day. Good night. It's time to sleep. Mind you, if we do end up traveling in the near future or distant future, it's because we've got a house to pay for. Time to sleep. Mabuhay Squad is saying good night to you. We'll see you in the morning. I want one moment in time when I'm all I thought I could be, and all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny, and in that one moment of time I will feel I will be eternity. I want to be the very best. Up, step up. Good girl. Step up. I want it all. No time for less. I lay the plans. Now lays the chance here in my hands. Give me one moment in time. Good morning, Legaia. Yes. Yes, look, we got some fresh leaves for ya. We got guava and malunggay. And you know what's sad, guys? Ate Ellsie just told me that her landlord is building a parking lot where their like vegetables are. And so she like put dried serpentina in a bag. That's so sad. They're gonna cut it down? Oh my gosh, wow, they're even cutting down the trees. Oh, that's so sad, guys. Yeah, that's so sad. Here, step up. Enjoy this malunggay, this moringa, and guava while you can. I read an interesting saying that when she's begging for formula, it may not be the formula that she's and addicted to. It could be the social interaction that she's craving. You know what I mean? Like, she probably is, see, when she's begging like that, she's probably associated the syringe feeding, the hand feeding, with my time with her, like an intimate time with her. So what was suggested by one of you guys was that when she's begging for formula like this, I distract her with other stuff and I continue to be intimate with her. See, that might be what she is craving. Yeah, here, let's pick at this. Or I know what we could do together. Here, let's pick at this guava. Look at all these fresh fruits. Here, moringa, so healthy for you. See, she's watching. Here. Wanna taste? Wanna taste? Yeah, see? She was actually eating it. Eat this together. Yeah, you eat that part too. It's so good. Yes. She stopped begging and was eating the carrot, but then when she saw me turn on the camera, she started begging again. She's smart now. I think she understands that when she hears the beep from the camera that I'm paying full attention. Here. Yes. Delicious. See, she's really watching me. Following what I'm doing. Parrot see, parrot do. You know what I'm saying? Chopping up her veggies. Yes. I will feed her formula this morning, but I want to present the veggies first. And of course she has access to her pellets and seed nut mix. Got some bell peppers. Guys, it's actually working. Like, she's really watching me. She's begging now that I'm talking, but as we're working at picking these veggies, like I'm just pulling out bite-sized little chunks from the veggies, and then she watches. She like? And then she follows. Good girl. Gotta be a big parrot now. Eating together, eating together. Ooh, that was a hot pepper. Eating together, eating together, eating together. Delicious. Delicious okra. She really likes those hot peppers. Delicious calamansi. So I guess it does make sense that parrots naturally in the wild feed together. It's a social activity. So when you're just placing the bowl of food like there in front of them, of course, for a young parrot, maybe it's harder for them to wean, right? Because in the wild, they would be going and flying with their parents to like feeding grounds, and they would be feeding together, and the young would watch the mom and dad feed on the right foods and, you know, and that sort of thing. But when you're keeping a sole parrot like this, it's harder for that to happen. And I guess that's why they also say that weaning a sole parrot, like as in just one parrot you own, and getting it to wean is harder, because they don't have parents to copy, essentially, with eating the foods. Yes. So thank you to the lady who suggested that she might not be craving the formula per se, but rather the social interaction of the feeding together. Yes. Here. Scratch, scratch, scratch. I know you will wean soon. No worries. You're trying. Man, this bond is so strong. Speaking of strong bonds, I finally got some news that this trip to this very big country is actually going to happen. RJ has responded to the embassy and to the tourism department of this country that we actually are going to be going. But the thing is, we won't be going within the next 2 months. It'll be in January. So I have a good just over 2 months to have her be okay with spending a great amount of time with Ate Ellsie. Ate Ellsie will be the key to make sure she stays emotionally balanced and fulfilled and not depressed and start feather plucking in the week that we are gone. The country we're going to and that we were invited to go to vlog is Japan. Come, my dragon! Legaia! Come! Yes! Yes, my dragon! We must prepare you over the next 2 months. My dragon. Mind you, it makes me a little sad / angry, but not angry because I'm grateful for the opportunity to go to Japan, right? I've been there before, but not Tokyo and these other areas that we're invited to. But just sad that I have to be gone for 8 days. 8 or 7 days, that's so long. Now people with African grays, they say taking a trip is okay. Like my friend at Wings and Paws, right? That channel with his African Grey Smoky. He says that it's important for parrot owners to go on vacation because basically we parrot owners are slaves to our birds, and it's good to have a nice break, a healthy break from the bird. You know, just for your mind and for your body too, to get some rest. I mean, like any parent too as well. Marlene McCohen, she went on vacation too. Mind you, it shouldn't be done often, which I don't plan on doing often. But it is possible to go on a break from your birds. And it's recommended. Okay, you're full now. Time to go chew on some veggies. Yes. But I know every single day that goes by in Japan, I will be dying inside without my child. You know what I'm saying? Without my dragon. But speaking of travel, we do have some interesting travel planned with Legaia within the country. Yes, so I'm looking forward to that as well. My family, my mom, my dad, my brother, flying them over here to the Philippines also in January next year, and that should be a lot of fun. So there'll be a lot of traveling and eating. So if you're missing the travel and the eating elements of this vlog, don't worry, coming up very, very soon. Legaia, are you excited to do more traveling and eating? I'll take that as a yes. I love when she wags her tail. Birds wag their tails apparently, just like dogs wag their tails when they get like excited. I love that. It makes my day. Wag your tail. I love when you do that. Hey guys, another thing that scares me about traveling is that I'm afraid that after 7 days of absence, that my relationship with her will not be the same. Like I feel like something biological will kick in and she won't be like this anymore to me. You know what I mean? Like suddenly I'll be estranged to her and our relationship will not be the same. I hope that's not the case. Soaking up this delicious sunlight this morning. Yes, once again, Legaia flew to me at 10 a.m. exactly and totally allowed me to put on her harness. You should see how good she is now with putting on this harness, or allowing me to put on the harness. It's incredible. She looks at me and she goes like this as I stick it on. She's getting so good. I'll film it at some point. Right, guys, you like these walks, don't you? I think she's fully associated the harness now with going somewhere, going outside. I totally hear the sun conure. It's somewhere up there. You guys hear it? There's a parrot in there, guys. One day we're gonna meet it. Hear it? It's quite a noisy parrot. Conures are quite noisy. I'm grateful that Legaia over here is generally chill and quiet. I mean, when she's begging for formula, those whistles are quite loud. My fault. I'm the one who introduced her to that whistle noise. But generally, she's quite quiet. Just chill. Even in my condo. Oh no! They cut the papaya tree! That was here. Oh. OMG. So I got the sense that she had to go to the bathroom. So I leaned over and I said, go poo. And guess what? She pooed! On command. But I didn't lean over enough. Now I know the angle the poo hit my shirt. Alright. It's part of the design, right guys? Part of the design. Fashion statement. That was very good though, Legaia. You went to the bathroom on command. I like that. I wish I got it on camera. So all you bird owners out there, all you parrot owners in particular, and African Grey owners, she now is 18 weeks old, and by January, I guess the beginning of January or mid-January, RJ and I will be traveling to Japan for 7 days, 7 or 8 days. Is that too early to be leaving her with trusted flock members like, you know, my house helper and RJ's sisters, who she's completely used to? Is that too early? You know what I mean? Well, do you think this will lead to behavioral problems? Will this change our relationship? Anyways, would love to hear your feedback. Now, I have thought about traveling before I ever got this bird. I was traveling mostly once a week, as you know, like it was a new country every time. But mostly for leisure. We would also be invited to other countries to vlog, but generally we kind of didn't really need it. We just did it because we love traveling. And then before we got this bird, I was like, okay, so now the traveling will have to stop. I was okay with this because you know what? Traveling every week while having to run all the different various channels, especially ANTSCANADA, is very taxing. It was getting tiring and it was a lot of work. So I was okay to slow down traveling. But there are circumstances where we must travel, and I thought ahead about this before I got Legaia. And yeah, the plan was to have Ate Ellsie take care of her while we're gone. Of course, wouldn't be gone for too long, and these trips will be carefully selected. We won't accept all traveling abroad unless we could bring her. Now, we have inquired about bringing her outside of the country. Now, the problem with that is a lot of countries have like a quarantine period where they've got to be, the bird has to be quarantined in that country for a while before she's released, and so it really is, it's a headache. Another thing too is, say I wanted to bring her to North America. She's looking at this dog. Sadly, street dogs are very common here in the Philippines, and this dog is taking a strange interest in the bird. Okay, good. We have inquired, like let's say I have to bring her to Toronto, like to see my family. This bird cannot ride with me in the seat unless she's like an emotional companion animal, but I mean, she's not. You know what I mean? Like, my mental health doesn't rely on having this bird with me. So she would have to ride in with the luggage, which scares me. And it's concerning because it would be essentially a 13-hour flight. 13 hours inside a carrier? Can you imagine? That must be so stressful. I would ride in the luggage with her for 13 hours if I could. And then there's that like scary thought that it might not be room temperature. They might forget that there's an animal down there. You know what I mean? So traveling with the parrot outside the country, it is gonna be difficult. Of course, we could also do a bunch of stopovers, right? But again, in every country that we stop over, there's a specific protocol and like quarantine period that's required. We could take a boat somehow. But again, it is complicated. It is not easy. But my boy squad, we are over 100,000 subscribers now. Are any of you guys affiliated with an airline or know about airlines? Is there a way I could travel with her and have her with me? Like at least in a carrier on flight? Like I'll even pay for a business class seat for her if needed. This is a first class bird, you know what I'm saying? Any of you guys know or part of an airline? Know your protocol with birds like this? Let me know. Shower, shower, shower. Shower, shower, shower. She's undecided. Gonna shower or not? Yes, I think you do. It's been a while, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of a little water, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shower, shower, shower. Shower, shower, shower. I love showers. Look at how nice those feathers look after a shower. Yes, just gorgeous plumage, you. So beautiful. I love your feathers after a shower. You are such a beautiful, good, and loving bird. You cuddle bunny, you. You cuddle cockatoo, you. dying here at CrossFit. Raquel. Gotta get rid of the cheesecake. Good morning. I don't want to be too loud because I don't want her to stop. But she's been eating these veggies. She had a little bit of formula. I'm decreasing the amount of formula gradually, as you saw in previous vlogs, and she seems to be doing well with the veggies, like literally chewing the veggies longer instead of just like ripping it off and throwing it away. You see that? Like chewing the veggies, and I believe she's swallowing it too, which is fantastic. I think our baby Mabuhay squad is well on the way to being weaned. Look who flew on my shoulder. Yes, just wants to cuddle. Your breath smells like cauliflower and carrots. Cuddle, cuddle, cuddle. Cuddle, cuddle. Don't tell me. No. We're just gonna cuddle. Cuddle, cuddle, cuddle. Yes, they're so cutesies. So RJ, we have lots of inquiries abroad, don't we?
Yeah.
So far it's Japan in January.
Actually, there's a lot. It's more than 3 or 4 or 5.
But yeah, I guess like I said, the most we can do, my boy squad, is work on her relationship with Ate Ellsie. Again, all of you parrot owners, please give your feedback as to what we should do. So RJ and I know we're in a difficult situation, and yes, I thought of this before getting Legaia, and I wouldn't have gotten Legaia if I didn't believe we could find a solution to this.
Let's give them a refresher for the new Mabuhay squad. Like in the past few years, Mike and I have been traveling all over the world. Sometimes we're only here in the Philippines for one day. Just for last year, we traveled. I think we had more than 80 flights just for 1 year.
Basically for work, because of YouTube, essentially.
Yeah. Shows,
we would
concerts.
be traveling every week to another country. And that has completely changed. As you can see in some of the comments, people are like, oh, the bird is boring, we miss the travel vlogs. Because those are like the old school Mabuhay squad who subscribe to this channel because of traveling and food. And I don't blame them for being upset, because things completely changed when the bird came. This channel is about my life, about our life. So, I mean, life changes, right? It's not always traveling all the time. But because of work, I may have to travel, and we need your input, guys, especially you out there with parrots and who are expert with parrots. What is unacceptable in your opinion schedule for leaving? You know what I'm saying? And mind you, these trips that we're going out to, they're paying trips, which will ultimately pay for our home.
I've actually turned down a lot of offers in the past few weeks because Mikey advised me not to accept them because of Legaia. She wants to stop. Mikey wanted to establish like relationship with the bird because she was still a baby.
So right now, I think our next trip out where we can't bring the bird will be Cebu, which is within the Philippines, but it's only for 2 days or possibly 1 day.
No, I tried to make it just for one night.
Yeah. So one day,
we'll get the earliest flight,
and we'll be able to gauge how she handles that at least. So that's something to look forward to. And then in December,
go to the US.
Go to the US for one of our friends, to support one of our friends, Judy, Travis, and Benji Travis, for their charitable event they have every year called December.
We were there last year.
We were there last year, so we might go to that, and we might have to be away from Legaia for 4 days. And so possibly we can see how she handles that. And then January is Japan, which is 1 week.
Yeah.
So it'll be longer and longer, and we'll be able to kind of gauge how she handles these periods of separation. All right. Legaia, will you be okay if I leave for a few days? Oh, your breath smells like cauliflower and dried hot peppers. Mmm. I'm gonna miss you. Alright, Mabuhay Squad. I'm about to drop a huge bomb on you guys. We're here at Cardamar Pet Market because, right RJ, we're about to buy something. Hello. Hello. That might shock you. Hello. Mabuhay Squad. We're here to buy this beautiful one here. Yes. This is gonna be crazy.